This is BBC 5 Live, available on the BBC iPlayer radio app. 5 Live Breakfast.
20 minutes to 8 on 5 Live Breakfast. If you're a father, would you take a pay cut to spend more time with your family? Nearly a third of working fathers would take one. That's according to research for the 2017 Modern Families Index. It's looking at work-life balance, and almost half of the dads surveyed said they would like a less stressful job. So we're going to be talking to hopefully a couple of working fathers, one of whom joins us now. Hanson Lee works long hours in the city. His wife also works full-time. They have a 2-year-old son. He contributes to the DaddiLife website, which is an online community for fathers. Morning to you, Hanson.
Good morning. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, good to talk to you. So this new survey says yes, more fathers putting their hands up. A third of those asked said yes, we'll take a pay cut to spend more time with our family. What's your view on that?
Yeah, I totally agree. I think what we've seen more and more across our DaddiLife community is that dads are increasingly feeling this pressure to have it all, so to speak, to really spend more quality time at home with their children and families, as well as maintaining a successful career. So it's something we've seen on our side as well, very much so.
Is that a bit of a stark option, though? In the way we live now, the way we work now, does it feel to you as if work and how we work isn't reflecting how we live, that you would have to have that option? You know, you either spend more time with your family and take a pay cut, or you miss them growing up.
Yeah, I think the key thing that we see as well is around the word balance. And I think what we've seen over the last few decades around women and mothers making tremendous strides, both in the workplace and at home, I think we're increasingly seeing the role of dads change a lot. And I think where dads now, both at home and in the workplace, want to achieve that better balance. So, whether that means taking more of their children to nurseries or their childminders, or being able to leave, quote unquote, a little earlier. I think there is this pressure that a lot of dads still feel to stay at work. And I think a number of policies on the employer side of things that don't necessarily reflect that balance that more and more dads are looking to achieve.
Yeah, and technology, of course, can help with that, and how we work and where we work. We're joined also by David Bradburn. He's a software developer. He has a 6-month-old daughter, and his wife works part-time, so he is the main breadwinner. Morning to you, David.
Morning, how are you?
I'm very well. So tell us what happened when your daughter was born. You actually took the parental leave, didn't you?
I did, yes. I took 14 weeks worth of parental leave. It was fantastic. It gave us the real opportunity to bond as a family and really get a proper family dynamic going. And obviously I was there for all of the early stages of Amber growing up as well.
Okay, and then you had to go back to work because you're the main breadwinner.
That's right, yes. It was hard going.
Right. And do you work in a field where you had to be geographically somewhere, or could you have done it another way if there was more flexibility?
Primarily, we do have to stay in the office, but on certain occasions you can work from home. So in a few occasions we have been lucky enough to have that. But yeah, dominantly it's in the office, yeah.
And do you think more could be done? Do you think your employer could, think a bit outside the box a bit more about how, as I was saying, we were just talking about with Hanson, about how we live and work now, and it's a very good thing if dads want to be around and help out more and be involved in their children's life, and maybe work could be doing more to support that.
Certainly. There's numerous things you could probably do. You've probably jumped down to 4 days, maybe do longer hours on the 4 days and get an extra day off for the weekend. But I think there's certainly more areas for employees to explore in terms of allowing us to be more dynamic with our children.
Yeah, certainly. David in Edinburgh has been in touch, Hanson. He says, currently in my second week of a new job where I took a 40% pay cut for more family life. And that's a brutal trade-off, isn't it? And clearly, you're losing a lot of expertise, aren't you? If you've got a very rigid way of working and you say, well, this is the only way you can work, and people go, well, I'll only get one chance to be involved in my kids' upbringing, I'll take the pay cut. But work is losing out. Employers are losing out as well, aren't they? If men have to make these decisions.
Definitely. I totally agree with you. If that was an option for myself, I'd certainly do what David's done in Edinburgh, without a doubt.
Yeah. Hanson, what do you think to that?
Yeah, I totally agree. I think it's a tough one for dads to balance, because I think realistically, lots of dads and families are living month by month, paycheck to paycheck. So I think at the same time of that happening, I think what we're seeing is that with dads wanting to make, or intending to make, this more deeper sacrifice, I think it tells you a lot really about where they really value their time, which isn't necessarily in being a totally successful career person and that's it. It's actually to be much more attuned to their family needs as well. And I think that's really, really compelling. I think one thing in that survey that was really startling was how that figure increased amongst younger fathers too. So I think this isn't necessarily something that's going to go away. If anything, it's probably only going to grow.
Hanson, thank you very much indeed, and David as well. Hanson Lee, he contributes to the DaddiLife website, works very long hours in the city, has a 2-year-old son, and David Bradburn, you heard there as well, software developer who took 14 weeks off when his daughter was born. She's now 6 months old. 7:46.